In this video, I'm just going to show you how to get set up for the body scan meditation. Remember, if you have any extra energy in the nervous system, you want to find a way to discharge that before beginning the meditation. You don't need any special yoga equipment, just a pillow or a couple blankets. If you do have a bolster, you want to go ahead and grab that now. And if you have a couple yoga blankets lying around, go ahead and grab those. Now in my setup, you can see I've got a bolster and 2 blankets. It's okay if you don't have a bolster, you might need a 3rd blanket, or maybe you're using a pillow, you only need 2 blankets. Maybe you've got a pillow and a bolster, so just 1 blanket. Some combination of the 3. And you'll see I'm on carpet, so I don't need anything under me. But if you're on a hardwood floor, you want 1, at least, maybe even 2 yoga mats. Get some nice padding underneath the body. So I like to start out with a blanket beneath my head instead of a pillow. And the reason for that is we don't want to have the chin come too far towards the chest. We want to keep a little bit of length in the back of the neck and the cervical spine. So I like to use a blanket here because you can roll up the edge into a small cylinder shape, and then it's still nice and flat and low on the other side. So the back of the neck, the cervical spine, will go right there, and then the back of the head is here. The bolster is to support the backs of the knees to find some freedom in the front of the hips and to release the glutes. You want either a bolster or you can use a rolled up blanket. Simple, just fold it up. Doesn't have to look pretty. You do want it to be somewhat even, and then you'll place this underneath the backs of the knees. Whatever you do, you want it in alignment so that the bottoms of the feet, the heels, can still touch the floor, and then it feels comfortable. So you'll come all the way down, adjust your props in a way that feels like a place that you could stay for a while. And then you'll cover the body with the blanket, and you can use a weighted blankets, really nice. You can also place the blanket into the dryer before you practice so it's nice and warm. And you want to make sure the entire body is covered. You can also wear socks if your feet tend to get cold. So covering the entire body. And then making sure that the backs of the hands are on the floor so the palms are facing up towards the sky. So finding a place where you can be still for a while and adjusting as needed, and you'll have a couple chances to adjust during the practice. Now, maybe for whatever reason, lying on your back is not comfortable. There are a couple variations for this. So a real nice restorative option. You still want a blanket or a pillow here for the side of the head. And then you can use a bolster or a pillow as you lie on your side. One arm comes here on top of the bolster or pillow, and then the leg can come here if that feels nice. You don't want it to come so far that you're getting too much of a twist in the lower back. So bring it nice and close in, then rest the hand on top. So that can be nice on the side body. You could also, with an additional blanket, place a blanket or a very thin pillow in between the legs. And then you'd have another blanket on top. And then finally, maybe you'd like to be lying on your stomach for whatever reason. So you're gonna have to get crafty with pulling the blanket over you like a cape. Maybe you could have someone help you out with this part. You'll come down onto your belly for crocodile pose. Now, crocodile in this direction. Traditionally, we stack the hands, one on top of the other, elbows are out to the side. rest the forehead here. If that's uncomfortable for the hands, or you don't think that's a sustainable posture for the entirety of the practice, and you really want to be on your stomach, you can experiment with placing the edge of a blanket here. And then again, arms by the sides means that the tops of the hands are on the floor, palms facing up towards the sky. And then here, just make sure that the back of the neck isn't compressed. So a lot of experimentation, finding that perfect spot for you to wedge your head in if you really want to be on your stomach. So I wanted to give those options. Make sure that you're in comfortable, loose-fitting clothing, that you have the temperature of the room set to something that will be comfortable for you when your body temperature does drop, and that you're not too close to an air vent. If you think that the air is going to come on, sometimes that can be distracting, and it could be like a loud noise that startles you. So we want to make sure that we're able to stay deep in the meditative space once we get started. So all of the options to get set up for the practice.